Corey and Rhonda Paulson. We've been married 20 years this coming December. We've got two biological children. Sophie is 14, Mac will be 11, and we have two foster children. And we've been coming to Northridge for 7 years.
I always wanted to adopt, and he always didn't. And that's kind of where we left it for a very long time.
I thought, my life is kind of easy right now with our two grown kids, but it's not about an easy life. It's about sacrificing and loving, and I don't think God has called us to always just have an easy life. It's about going through adjustments.
We were sitting in a really old, worn-out conference room, and they said that when a child is removed from their home, they come to the DCS office. And I raised my hand and I said, where do they come? And they said, here. And I looked around this old, outdated conference room, and I felt something inside me break. And that's the first moment that I feel that God put on my heart the idea of Isaiah 117 house. A couple of years later, we got a call for our first foster placement, and his name was Isaiah. And when we met Isaiah at the back door of the DCS office, he was dirty, but he reached for me and he smiled.
Yeah, I mean, when he came home, you loved them instantly. It's not something I had to get used to. It just kind of kicks in. I mean, there's a child in need, and it's instinct, and you just love them. Now, there was some getting used to getting up in the middle of the night and doing some feedings when he first came to us, and a change in routine. I like my routines. That's kind of why, like Rhonda said, I went into this a little unsure. Our foster care experience has been wonderful, actually. A bit of a roller coaster from an emotional standpoint, because you get mostly high days because you get to spend them with these kids, but there's a few low times and uncertainty when it comes to working with the state and DCS, and there's courts and lawyers and those kind of things. But overall, it's been a wonderful experience for our family. I've seen our family, my two biological kids, just embrace these foster kids, and they have brought so much love and laughter to our house that wouldn't be there in the same way if they weren't here. I see our kids working together to love on these kids. I see my wife and my daughter working together to bathe them and to love on them, and it's been a great experience, actually. I think it's one of the best decisions that our family has ever made.
And I came across Isaiah 117, and part of that verse says, defend the cause of the fatherless. My dream for this ministry, a dream that I believe that God has given me, is that we would start in Carter County. We would purchase a home. We would raise the money to pay cash. We would ask for the community to contribute in ways of painting and fixing the home up.
People say, I don't know how you can do foster care.
You get that a lot. Or they say, I could never
do it. I could never let them go. And I absolutely understand that, but I want to say to them, it's not about you. It's about the kid, and those kids need love. They may never have seen that kind of love, and they may only be in your house for a day or two, and that may be the only glimpse of God's love that they get. You talk about the process of adoption, the process of loving, and I just want to say, I feel like it's the loving part's not a process. It's something that happened the second Isaiah walked through the door, right? Like, sorry. So he came here and he was loved instantly, and I think that's kind of how God is with us. I mean, when we make that decision to come in, we're loved instantly. It's not a a process that he has to get to know us, to love us. I mean, he loved us first, and that's kind of how I have felt about Isaiah. Like he was waiting to come to our house.